Hi y'all, what's up? How's everyone doing? Hopefully amazing. If not, check yourself. Check yourself. But also know that I'm always sending love and good energy your way. Now, without a doubt, let's talk about some shit, okay? So a little backstory. I want to say starting the beginning of this year. I want to say March, May or March. I can't remember the exact day. If you've heard of semi-gluten or Wegovy, it's a pill injection. It's supposed to help with people that are obese. Supposed to help with people that have diabetes or borderline diabetic. You get what I'm saying, right? So I was put on that drug and I was recommended to help with my weight loss, but also my borderline diabetes. And everybody was talking about it. Supposedly, I didn't really know too much about it. All I know was it could aid in weight loss and with my borderline diabetes. Plus, the fact that it's really simple to take. But there was some risk to it. And so I knew possibly if you would have to take it long term, and if getting off of it, you may possibly gain weight back. Which, okay, cool. Like, I'm not going to allow that to happen though. Me, of course, was in a different place, different mindset, yada yada, back in that time, obviously. I got on it, started taking the pill, and at first, yeah, it wasn't great because like there's those side effects. So my side effects were like feeling literally like throwing up every morning because with the pill you have to take it at a certain time every morning. And you have to take it on an empty stomach, and it was just kind of like annoying. And so when I found out more about the injection, you only had to take it once a week, every week on that same day. And so that's what I started doing, and it was awesome. But at the same time, I was still having those side effects, and they kept getting more intense. So the more the dose goes up, because there's different doses, the more the dose goes up, the more it like suppresses your appetite. And there's different videos about this drug, and so I started looking into it more just to understand it a little better. Because I'm really not skeptical, I'm trying to think of the word, but I'm just really not for modern medicine anymore. I've been on tons of different medications for multiple different things, and they never helped. And I understand like it obviously now, especially with the spiritual sense, like it's just to cover up the surface. It's not getting to the root cause. And that's why I really advocate for more holistic health approaches, healing yourself naturally, yada yada yada. Because for so long I was on so many different medications, and I'm still weaning myself off different medications. Just one medication, and just so I can completely, be free of modern medicine. Because I've had a lot of like stomach issues, I've had a lot of migraines, headaches, and just certain issues, medical issues that I won't go into. But for me, I was on this drug for a while. For I want to say March, April, May, June, July. So about 6 months, yeah. So about 6 months, and I lost weight. It was awesome, right? I've lost weight. But before that, I actually had lost 60 pounds already. So it wasn't like, okay, I started it and I lost all this weight. So I was like at a plateau in my life. So I thought, okay, maybe this could push it a little, and it did. And so I lost so totally I've lost 120 pounds. And my goal weight was 222. I started at 356, so around 120 something pounds. And so after doing more research on this drug, I learned certain things about it. And the fact that like taking this drug, it can actually mess up your muscles, your muscle mass, and a few other things too, because it's supposed to do certain technical things. I don't know all the technical terms, okay? But the fact that I already was feeling like I wasn't barely eating, I had already been fasting myself. I already got into the fasting stuff, But it made it to where like I would literally not want to eat. I was not enjoying my food. And even when I went to like, because I would still crave certain foods, I would go and eat like just stuff that I crave, carbs, stuff like that. But I started noticing after a while that I had to kind of force myself to eat. Like I would only drink my smoothies. And if I did eat, I would get sick. I'd get really sick. So right there, that tells you, that was telling me that, okay, this is probably not the healthiest thing for me to be taking, or I shouldn't even be putting it in my body. Because the other thing was I wasn't eating, so I was feeling like passing out all the time. I was feeling sick, and just like there was times where I'd just get up off the floor like I am now, and I'd literally almost pass out. And at first I didn't recognize that it could be this drug, because there was multiple other things that were happening. So I was like, after a while, I was like, okay, you know what? Like, I'm really trying to promote eating healthier. I'm trying to promote more being just natural and just, putting things in your body that are naturally effective for our bodies, and getting away from modern medicine, getting away from certain things that are really just a gimmick. It's not real in a sense. It's not really helping us overall, right? And so I decided, I think it's been almost a month and a half now, to get off of it, to just stop it cold turkey. Because I even talked to my doctor before doing this, and I was like, listen, I really want to work on a way on getting off of this. I advocated for myself. I was like, listen, and I have a really good doctor, and she was like, okay, let me look into this, let me research it. And obviously it takes some time to do that and get into an appointment with her. So eventually I realized, you know what, I'm just going to stop this now, because I have this feeling that I don't want to be on it too long, one, but two, I really want to prove to myself that I can get off of it and I'm not going to gain the weight back. Like, because for me, like, I've lost weight before, and I know it's possible to lose weight without all these, things, injections, pills, and stuff like that. Now I get there's certain people that are overweight due to medical issues or due to certain things within their system. Yet I still believe if you're eating a certain way, doing things a certain way that help your body, because that's the other thing. Our bodies are unique. Like, we all don't have, like, they want to put you in this box to believe that you are the same, just like everybody else, right? But you're really not. Like, we all have different body types. There's different foods that we can digest better. Like me, I don't have a gallbladder, okay? And there's other people that do. And just the way our system works, there's certain people that can live a certain lifestyle, right? But there's others that may not be able to adapt or live to that lifestyle. And that goes back through history. It's all in our DNA. It's all connected within us. And that's where, like, for me, I've always wanted to understand myself fully, not just like how I think or how I learn, but also how my body works. My metabolism, my DNA, my ancestors, where I come from, shit like that, right? And so that was like my intuition, my soul telling me to get off of this. Because at the end of the day, it's like, you got to look at the drug. If you know anything about it, semaglutide Wegovy, it's supposedly promoted with celebrities on TikTok, yada, yada, yada. Now, I wasn't hearing about it too much on like social media or anything. And that's why I like went to YouTube and was just like really searching about this. But supposedly there's like a bunch of celebrities on it. There's like people that have all this money, right? That are spending all this money that don't even need to be on it. And that's the other thing. The people that actually need it for diabetes or whatnot, they're not able to access it because celebrities or whoever is purchasing it. And I was grateful to be able to get it through my insurance, but even then I had to really think and sit with myself and be like, do I really need this? Is this something that I want? Or is it something that I need? And I felt I didn't need it, even though I was put on it due to my borderline diabetes. And I told myself, I was like, the fact that this is, one, it's a kind of a new drug too, and they've only done certain testings on it, but it's FDA approved. And they don't know the long-term effects to this drug. And supposedly it's like this miracle drug or whatnot. But the fact that celebrities, people that aren't even overweight or don't have diabetes, are buying this drug and taking it. And that just like frustrates me right there. The fact that these celebrities could just like, they don't even need the drug, right? And they're going to buy this drug when they could just go work out and yada yada yada. But of course it's probably certain celebrities. But anyways, I'm not gonna hate on celebrities because I know I'm a celebrity, but just kidding. Not really. But anyways, besides all that, the truth is the matter is right in front of us, right? It's literally right in front of us. And it's like, even for me, I fell for it. I take full responsibility for seeing this, not as it is at first, but just take full responsibility in getting on this drug and taking it, because I was so excited it was going to help me lose weight and yada yada yada. And I also knew the risk. And I think that's one thing we forget. Sometimes we don't want to take responsibility for our actions. And that's where we just keep getting into these situations that kind of like fuck us up in a sense. So it's like, I got off the shot, but I'm going to prove to myself that I don't need this shot to continue to lose weight, one, but the fact that I'm going to gain it all back, because it even talks about it in one video where they did a study where some people took this, they did like a study where people took this drug for a certain amount of time, and then they split them into two groups, and then the one group continued to take it, and the other group stopped taking it. And of course, the group that stopped taking it, they gained all their weight back. And that right there is like, it's mind-blowing, because it's like, okay, what are these people doing? Like, what is going on here? Because the fact that in this video, and I'll link it to my YouTube, the fact is, like, they were getting like counseling, they were getting like programs or trained or whatnot as well, but yet they still gained the weight back. And so that to me is just like, it's a big thing. It's a big thing, because it's not just about what you're taking and putting in your body, right, to help you feel healthier, because you may be taking this drug, may be getting all these different, trainings, or going, I think they talked about like psychotherapy or whatnot. Yet, are we really getting to the core of what is the issue? Because for me, it's like, okay, like, I'm more on the spiritual side of this, because like, we all create our own reality. And they may have been taking all these programs and not the actual drug, but why did they gain the weight back? Was it their environment? Was it their mindset? What really was it? And it's scary to think that this drug, they even talk about this study, right? Because it's like, people are getting it knowing that they have to be on it forever. Like, if you stop it, you can gain your weight back. And we're not thinking about the fact that there's not enough to go around. And it's really just saddens me, because, and I feel like I've just been really called to talk about this, because I can go into so many directions about this. But I think the really main thing that I really want to talk about is really taking responsibility and just understanding, like, we don't need an injection or a pill to fix something that we can really just fix ourselves. And we just need to start taking responsibility of that, right? And really reflect. Because for me, like, I know the reason why I gained weight. There was multiple different reasons, but yet I was still in this space. It was all about my mindset. Once I started changing my mindset and started doing things that were meant for me, that worked for me, right? Like walking, affirmations, spiritual stuff, because I believe everything's spiritual, but like just multiple different things. And yeah, I may have came to a plateau and I had some physical issues, so I had to be very careful, but it's all about the process. It's all about the journey. Sometimes we want to rush things. We want things to happen overnight or just happen now instead of focusing on the process of it and enjoying the moment, enjoying the journey of it. You know, for me, I've lost 100 pounds before, and I think it was like, it took me 3 months, but I gained that all back because I wasn't focusing on my mindset. I wasn't truly understanding who I was within. I wasn't truly loving myself. I wasn't accepting myself and just taking the time every day to just better myself and become this best version of myself. And so that's why I share this, because sometimes that quick fix can really fuck us up even more. And I don't think we want to be fucked up anymore. I know I don't, because I've been fucked up a lot. And so for me, like, I've been reflecting a lot on that too recently. Like, there's certain things that are going on in my life that I just want now, that I want to happen now, that why isn't it here yet? Well, maybe the universe, maybe God, maybe, you know, whoever you believe in is telling you it's not time yet, but I got you. It's coming. It's coming. And that's what we got to embrace and understand, that whatever's meant for us is truly meant for us and will be for us. We just got to enjoy the moment, enjoy the process, take the time, the hard work, the dedication, the discipline, you know, to understand ourselves, to really reflect on our emotions, our everything that's going on in our life. And that's why I really just, I want people to understand that, like, even our words, how we say things. Oh, I can't do this. Well, I don't got time for this. Yada, yada, yada. Well, change. It's in your mind. It all starts here. And, excuse me. And it's power, y'all. That's what power is having that control over your mindset. And that's what I do my best to, is to work on that every day. Is what am I thinking? What are my thoughts projecting? Because your thoughts connect to your feelings. And it's all energy. Once you start feeling a certain way, understand those feelings. Reflect on those feelings. Because that's just energy projecting, ripple effect out into the energy to bring you all that back. And there's a certain point where you can go into like the whole attraction thing, because like no matter what you do, in a sense, like for me, like I could be having good energy, there's still going to be people that are going to come your way and try and like dismiss it or just mess it up. But that's where you got to hold that strength. That's where you got to have that power and just know, like, man, I'm sorry you're having a bad day, but you're not going to ruin mine type shit. And so it's stuff like that we really need to reflect on. We're so focused on the media. We're so focused on all this other stuff. Because, I mean, even today when I went to the beach to go for a walk, you know, minding my business, doing my thing, there was this lady that I started talking to, or she started talking to me on the bus. And she wanted to project on me that I was in a prison because she was in a prison. And nothing against homeless people or anything like that. Me, I've experienced it multiple times. But she wanted me to go down to her level to believe that I was in this prison, that I was in this mindset and that I was oppressed and all these other things. And it's like, listen, I understand what you're saying. I understand that there's people in the world that may not have full control over certain things, and we can go in different rabbit holes, but it still comes down to your mindset. Me, I even told her I was homeless once. I was homeless multiple times. I was addicted to certain things. I struggled with certain things. I've worked in the mental health system. I've been diagnosed with certain things, but I don't hold those labels onto me anymore. I don't attach myself to those labels anymore, because that's just another mindset thing. And we really need to reflect on who we want to be and who we are. And so, yeah, if you believe you are diagnosed with this or in a prison, or that this injection is the miracle and it's going to help you do what you do, then awesome. That's your mindset. That's your belief. That's your reality. And that's the logic of it. Logic, spiritual, around the clock shit. We have this perception of what we see in our mind, what we believe, what we feel, what we think. It's all connected. And that's what I continue to speak about. And I continue to share, because a lot of the world, a lot of people are stuck in this belief system, this system that they're stuck, they're in prison, that they have to have this drug to lose weight, to whatever it may be, right? They're stuck in this prison. They can't become a millionaire. They can't live their life. They can't become their best version. It's these certain excuses. We'll dig deeper within those excuses. And that's what I continue to do, because we can look at life as a challenge and a prison, or we can look at life as a game, and we can control that game, bend the rules here and there, and have a little fun. It's all about your perspective. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not saying it's going to be all candy canes and gumdrops, okay? If any of you, watching this understand my story and some of the stuff I've shared and the experiences I've been through, you get what I'm saying. Like, I didn't come this far to get this far. God knows, the universe knows, my spirit guides know. They all around me right now. They rooting for me, because I'm so fucking proud of myself and how far I've come. And I'm not going to allow anybody stand in my way to try and project certain things on me. And I'm getting emotional right now, because it's like, wow, like I needed this today. Spirit really talking to me right now. Because it just feels so good to be at this place in my life, to be able to share this message with others, whoever wants to listen, and to just have this realization with myself, even if nobody watches. The fact that I'm stronger than I once was. Every day I become stronger. Every day I know myself more. And I work on myself the best I can. And it's a beautiful thing. So with that, really just reflect on some of the simple things in your life. Like, how do you want to feel? What are some of your goals that you want to achieve? If it's weight loss, for me, I love food. I love to eat. And that was the thing that was really messing me up. Because I wanted to eat. I felt like I needed to eat. But yet there was that other part of me that's like, every time I ate, I got sick. And I didn't like that feeling. I wasn't being true to myself. I wasn't being my authentic self. I wasn't being honest with myself. And I told myself, well, you know what? If I gain the weight back, I'm not going to blame the drug. I'm not going to blame the media. I'm not going to blame anybody else. I'm going to take responsibility. I'm going to be compassionate with myself. I'm going to take that responsibility and just know now I'm going to probably have to work a little bit harder on this. But it was a lesson. It would be a lesson that I've experienced and I've learned, and I don't want to go and experience that again. Because until, like, you look at the lessons, right? Until you learn that lesson and stop doing that thing that is trying to teach you, that's where everything happens for a reason. Maybe this thing that keeps happening to you is really trying to teach you something, to awaken you to a better life, to awaken you to understand that you can heal, that you can overcome this. It's just a mental game, y'all. Play the fucking game. And let that bitch know it's game fucking over. By the way, go listen to my song Game Over on SoundCloud while you're at it. But if you got anything from this message, y'all, just know I'm sending you love. I'm sending you, all this energy to really just really truly look within yourself, look within your heart, and just sit like I'm sitting right now. Sit in your feelings, sit in your emotions, sit in that mind and ask yourself. You don't even have to ask yourself, just sit there for a moment. Sit there and just breathe. Breathe. And really reflect on certain things. And ask yourself, is this me? Is this truly who I want to be? Where I want to be? Even if you have to ask yourself, where do I want to be in the next 5 years? Do I still want to be here? Do I still want to live in this place? Do I still want to have this mindset? Do I still want to feel this way? Yada, yada, yada. You get the gist? Anyways, this video has been fun. And it's helped me in so many different ways. Reflect on so many different things. But I really, really, truly hope it's helped you in some way too. So please like, comment, share. Haters or not. Because I'm always rooting for the non-haters. But I'm also rooting for the haters. Because I send love to everybody. I don't care. Because haters are just people that they don't really understand themselves. And that's a whole nother video. So love y'all. Have a beautiful rest of your day, evening, night, morning, wherever the hell you're watching from. And just know that you are loved always, and you are enough. And life is fucking beautiful. Everything is connected, and everything happens for a reason. Mwah!